want to thank Eric Reed and Tammy and GRAA for your hard work and all the efforts that you're doing to help with our freedom and our liberty. It's greatly appreciated. I want to thank Caddy and Texas Carry for their co-sponsoring the event. And I want to make a shout out. I want to make a shout out to our OCT folks out there that are open carrying exercising their rights. I was wondering what I was going to say to this group. I thought that I might have a campaign speech since I am running for office. I thought that I might have a nice picture of a gun in my hand to be able to come and look like I'm pro-Second Amendment. I thought I might talk about the things that our forefathers have written that have been laid in blood. But as I got here, it quickly became apparent that what I was going to say was going to change.
Come on, got you.
While this is a stand your ground event, I want everybody to take a good long look around at all the people standing next to you. Because what you don't see for the first time in the history here in many years is nobody being allowed to carry a long gun on our Capitol. And if you look around here on the outside, you'll see the reason why. And I am not trying to be disrespectful, but the fact of the matter is, folks, our rights are being infringed upon. Our rights are being infringed upon, and they're being infringed upon by Region 7.
That's right.
This is where Texas is headed. And while everybody wants to get into an uproar here today, and everybody wants to scream and holler, and everybody wants to raise their flags, folks, I'm telling you now, if you do not get out there and get involved at your local level, it's only going to get worse.
Yep, that's right.
There is a concerted effort to take away our guns, to strip away our rights. I was afraid to wear this phone in this empty holster. I thought it might be too alarming.
Ain't like the toy gun was? Yeah.
So what does it mean to stand our ground? Because if we don't start electing constitutional conservatives, folks that are willing to put skin in the game, instead of saying they're pro-Second Amendment, actually getting out there and exercising that right, all these politicians come to these events, and I never see one of them open carrying with me. I'm not asking the legislature to pass open carry. I'm telling them. The reason that we're open carrying our long guns across Texas today is because Joe Strauss allowed 5 good Second Amendment bills to die in Democrat-controlled committees.
Right. Yeah.
And we told them then, if you do not pass open carry, that we were going to put on our AR-15s and we were going to start walking around our cities and we are going to exercise our rights whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
The message is clear. If you want us to put up our AR-15s, then pass open carry. I'm not going to take Rachel's thunder. She's going to be talking about what y'all can do here at the legislature. But folks, you need to get out there and make sure you understand who you're voting for. You need to take people with you to the polls to vote. We need to elect constitutional candidates that are willing to put skin in the game. You don't know how hard it was for me not to walk onto these Capitol grounds without my black powder revolver on my hip. I feel like I have let my children down by capitulating to a police state-type tyranny that we're experiencing here on the Capitol grounds.
Amen.
But wisdom dictates that we use the means that we have before us. And the means that you have before you today is to let your voice be heard.
Right.
There is nothing more powerful than the voice of truth. And the voice of truth is we are not free. We are not a free people today. If you think we are a free people, come and walk with me we're not.
Yeah. That's right.
But it's our fault. We have let this happen. We fell asleep at the wheel. We stayed at home instead of going out to our local meetings, to our local school board meetings, to our local commissioner courts meetings, to our local meet and greet the candidates, to our local primaries. We stayed at home. We closed the checkbook. And so this is what we have today. And I'm going to tell you folks, there's a concerted effort to take Texas and turn it blue. I think I'm going to send a letter up to both the RNC and the DNC in the next election and tell them that they're not allowed to paint Texas red. They need to paint it purple. Because that's the truth. And I want you all to think about this. We have supermajorities in both houses here in the Texas legislature. We have supermajorities. And 60% of all the legislation that has passed in the last 6 years is Democrat-submitted legislation. How many of y'all knew that?
Let's get Strauss out of the house.
Yeah.
Joe Strauss is not a friend of liberty and freedom.
Time to put Scott Turner in.
I want to apologize to y'all on behalf of all that have allowed us to get to this place that we are at today, to where you no longer can walk on the Capitol grounds exercising your Second Amendment rights. GRAA was here 12 months ago, and they were wearing long guns. We've had many events over the last several years where we were walking around these roads carrying long guns. And yet when I showed up here on September 13th of 2013 and I had a 1858 ball and cap revolver in a holster open carrying it, you would have thought I just robbed a bank.
That's the way they treated you.
And ever since that day, Mr. McCraw, Region 7 DPS, has decided that he is above the law.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. He's not.
He has decided that he is above the Constitution.
Yeah.
People talk about that we're heading into a police state, and Barry Smitherman's representative talked a while ago, one of the most important races that we have before us today is the Attorney General's race.
Yeah.
My question to Mr. Greg Abbott today is, where have you been while the citizens have been being kidnapped and stolen from?
That's right.
Nowhere.
Mr. Abbott, where have you been while we have had citizen after citizen after citizen be unlawfully arrested across this state for lawfully exercising our rights?
He's a coward.
Where's he been?
It is not illegal to carry a black powder ball and cap revolver in a holster.
No.
As a matter of fact, it's not even illegal on the Capitol grounds today.
That's right.
That's the truth. DPS has said, well, we don't like it, so we're going to make a rule.
Yeah.
Folks, this is the truth.
Sound like Obama.
I'm not trying to beat up on DPS. As a matter of fact, I actually like some of these guys. Some of these guys are very unhappy that their leaders are behaving the way that they are.
Just following orders is not an excuse.
Didn't work in Vietnam. It doesn't work here.
The SS could have said the same thing.
That's right.
But the problem is leadership. And everyone here, when you go home today and you leave this event, I truly pray that you will go home with a desire to get back control of the people's capital. This is not Governor Perry's capital. This is not the legislator's capital. This is not DPS's capital. This is your capital. And so it is my hope today that you will go out. We're in the primary seasons, and primaries matter. The primary in district is going to decide, are we going to have a true constitutional conservative that as his first order of business, and everybody listen up and listen good, the day that I take office is the day I walk through those gates with a black powder pistol on my hip and say, come and take it. Those are things I have. I'm your Huckleberry. And I promise you I will do that. I will put skin in the game for you. I will put skin in the game for my district and those that I serve, but I will also put districts for every true freedom-loving, liberty-minded American that is ready to stand up and take a stand for our